Lots to eat and more. Hi, I'm Debbie. Tonight, coping and catering as we focus on the post-COVID food scene. But first, pieces of Bianca. Self-trained jeweler survives emotional turmoil to live her dream.
My story is that I guess like many women, we were at some point in time broken to pieces, and I had a choice, I said either I fall and I come to nothing and give in to that feeling, or I find the strength in my other self and pull my weak self up.
Bianca Bartley, essentially a jeweler, but take up an invitation to visit her home and studio somewhere in the hills of St. Andrew, and she'll cook for you. Music and a massage also on offer. Makeup what launched her in the work world.
I love dealing with people. I love making women beautiful and feeling beautiful. So it was nice to play dress up every day. I like living my dream.
The dreamer, inspired in part by Rev Jewelers, then broadening her creative vision to include making jewelry, compensating for a lack of training with a certain touch and a sharp eye. First only with copper, brass and bronze, but now precious metals and stones. No plastics, of course.
I love things that are of a beautiful finish. When I buy something, I always turn over the hem. I want to see how they do it. That's the trick. When I just started, someone embarrassed me. I was just wearing a prototype ring and he turned it over. I did not expect it. There was glue. And he goes, "Oh, this is so nice, but I'm seeing all the..." And I'm like, no one will ever do that to me again. So quality is what sets us apart. I select AAA grade stones, only the best Amatorian, and I would rather have the best and have a little of the best than a lot of nothing. I have worked for a very long time to bring it to a certain quality that I think is beyond what we are expected to, bring in Jamaica. I work harder to beat myself each time, and people ask, who's your competition? Girl, I'm beating myself because I'm still not satisfied. I'll never be satisfied.
For many years, Bianca operating just on the supply side, but all her retailers closed during COVID, so she opened a showroom at the Pegasus before switching to online.
And then I decided to open my life, which is very difficult. I'm very private with my space, with a lot about me.
So pieces of Bianca offered more or less exclusively to her buyers and referrals, at least for now.
A lot of our collectors are in very high stress positions, and I feel sorry for them. And I think, it's great when I can give them a half an hour pause, because it is a trek to get here, and so I had to let you stay and slow down, because you're not coming up here just to leave. Just slow down a little now and just pause, and it's working. A story. Every piece has a name. For instance, these earrings that I have, they're called Understanding Tears. It's from that collection, and it's inspired by a friend of mine. It's her father, but he also was a great friend of mine who passed. There are collections, for instance, called Beaten, and there are many times in life, in business and just in life, that I felt beaten, busted up. And I cannot stay down. There's a problem I have. You cannot keep me down. I wish I could sometimes. I beg the Lord sometimes, just let me give up now, please. but I can't. There's a fire that just, come again, ready.
You know, everybody tends to look abroad for the things that you're talking about. Is there more of an inward-looking kind of thing? There is talent in Jamaica. There are people producing things of a certain quality. It's just a matter of finding these people.
We don't have it all here, you know, to produce things that are A grade, but as much as we can, we all strive to. And I think when brands come out and the people see that there is a quality, and with the promotion, right now I'm very humble because we have so much local sales on our website. And that to me, Jamaicans ain't buying on no website, first of all. Worse, you hear, I want to see and touch it.
Her current line, crafted in concert with a team of 3 goldsmiths, inspired by Jamaica 60, the coat of arms. Bianca big on her blessings, but she's travelled far, ugly obstacles along the way.
Like a lot of women in Jamaica, I know the prevalence of abuse and rape are extremely high. I know that a lot of people cannot overcome those things. Heartbreaks are also extremely breaking. The loss of a father at a young age is extremely breaking. And all of those things at some point in time made me a particular person that I was who I was to be at that time, but there was a lot of bile, I guess, and anger inside that I was not aware of. And there came the loss of somebody that caused me to look at myself, and then I had to look at these situations that I don't pay it no mind, it happened long ago, you deal with it, I move on, I'm living, and I have no time for that to break me. But the fact of the matter is, you know, you have to look at it. I went to a therapist, but I am grateful that those things they didn't make me a particular person as able to rise above it. But again, I am aware that not a lot of people can. There were days when I was younger that I would love to die. Definitely. Like if I had the nerve, I would kill myself if I didn't love myself that much. And that is always it. I love myself so much. And I fight for my weaker self if I need to be. And I fight for the other self. And that's how I keep me going. You know, I threw myself a life jacket. And that's what everyone needs to do. No one can help you out of this tragedy but you.
And it was obviously worth the effort because look at you now.
Look at me now.
That's jeweler and trauma survivor Bianca Bartley of Pieces of Bianca. Another chapter of whose creative story unfolds soon.
It is jewelry related. It's lifestyle. So, yeah. So I want to capture people that don't like jewelry. Not everybody likes jewelry. So for the coat of arms, I did a keyring. So now I want to bring jewelry into your home. And that's all I'm gonna say.